Go. Welcome to episode number 10. Número 10. Allison, how you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
Oh man, I'm enjoying this day today. This is our first episode outdoors.
Yes, I love the outdoors.
Can you tell people where we're at?
Yes, we are at Timberlake Country Club today in Chapin, South Carolina. One of the only golf courses on Lake Murray. Actually, it is the only golf course on Lake Murray. And we are out here sponsoring a great event. You want to tell them about it?
Yeah, we're sponsoring a golf tournament organized by the Chapin Women's Club. Now, do you know what they do for as a organization? The Chapin Women's Club, it's a fundraiser. They collect funds and then
They give back to the community.
yes, they have several charities they work with. They sponsor college students as well. Now, one good thing I would learn about them is that they don't just sponsor their scholarships. You know, they also follow up with them and make sure that they're working on what they're supposed to be working, and the college students, you know, are becoming college graduates.
Yes, yeah. She said what one of the representatives from Chapin Women's Club today told us is that they actually assign a mentor to the girls who receive the scholarships to follow them throughout their 4 years of college, to help them renew that scholarship every year. So it's not just a 1-year endowment to the girls, and then to also make sure that they are keeping up the standards needed to continue with that scholarship for all 4 years.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool because a lot of the charities, and this is my personal view, you know, a lot of charities, it just feels like, okay, you donate and then you really don't know what happens
To the money.
with the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have 3 charities, or 3 non-profit organizations, let's call it that way. 3 non-profit organizations that are kind of like my favorite. Obviously, we are supporting the Chapin Women's Club right now, which by itself, you know, it's like administrating those funds into send it to other charities.
Yeah. In fact, I think she told us they had just given away $37,000 to some of the different organizations around Chapin, Good Works, We Care, a few others, just to help give back to the Chapin community.
Well, we're going to be talking with some of them.
Absolutely.
Some of the women, and they were going to give us more of the details. Obviously, they know better than we do.
Yes.
And we're going to share those details
Because
with
we're
you.
not members of the Chapin Women's Club.
I am not.
You are not.
How do you know?
I don't know.
Hey, nowadays you don't know. You don't know if
That
you can
you
be
don't.
part of that, part of this. One of the things that I really like about Chapin is that at least I've been more exposed to see how many people donate, not just money, but also donate their time, donate the time. I think it's one of the most valuable things that we have, and I've met so many people involved in so many different charities. You know, I see We Cares all the time, people cleaning up the highways, people cleaning up Alex Ferry Road, the Rotary Club. I don't want to start naming because I know that I'm gonna left some
You'll
out.
leave someone out,
Yeah,
but-
which one is your favorite? Ooh, I
See,
got
you
you
put me on
there.
the spot.
What?
So I go to Lake Murray Presbyterian Church, and we do a lot with Good Works. The founder and head of Good Works actually is a member of our church. So my husband and daughter, 1 week during the summer, they actually do the Good Works service project. And in that, they normally pick 3 houses in the area that need some type of rehabilitating, whether it's just helping someone clean out. I think last year in one of the houses, they replaced a bathroom floor and remodeled the bathroom because it was falling in. And so that's one of my favorites to give to in the community. But one thing I'll say about today is I've been impressed with how many small business owners we've already run into here who've taken time out of their day, their business, their work to come and support Chapin Women's Club and the community.
Well, they're also playing golf too.
Yeah,
Don't
they are.
forget. So,
And getting free drinks.
you know, I have a good story about one of the very first sales that I made.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's his name is Juan Cabrera. He was an immigrant. He is an immigrant. He came through the Mexican border. He came twice.
Oh, wow.
He came twice through the Mexican border. He got the first time he got caught in the middle. And it's not that I don't want to get into the details of the politics on the borders, and I support legal stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really encourage anything, but some of these people are in certain situations that's kind of like the only hope they have, the only thing that they can do for their families, to get out of their countries. And crossing the Mexican border is very, very, very difficult. You have to go through deserts, you have to go to a river, and
Have
it's
you
very
done this?
no, but I heard the stories
Yeah.
firsthand, and let me tell you, they're very, very, very scary. So this guy did it twice. Came to South Carolina, worked his butt off, saved some cash, and decided to buy a house. So we connected, and we started to look for houses for a long time. Because obviously there was not much money involved in there. Finally, we were able to find something. I want to say 9 years ago in Colombia for $30,000.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Now the house obviously was not in really good shape, but for $30,000, it was in livable condition, and he knew that he had to work, do a lot of work on the house, and he could do a lot of that work himself. Then the big flooding came in Colombia. I don't know if you remember
the
that one.
2015 flood.
The 2015
Yes.
one, yeah. So his house was almost completely destroyed.
He was on the lower end of the small dams.
Yeah. So, he calls me and says, "Man, I got water on my living room. All the stuff that he had in there was completely destroyed. Not only that, apparently the little things that he had inside that house that were stolen from him too. It was a complete
That's
mess."
awful.
During that time, I went to one of these real estate conventions where a lot of vendors come in, and there was a charity involved. It's called the Saint Bernard, just like the Saint Bernard dogs.
The Saint Bernard?
The ones that they rescue
Yeah.
dogs. And what they did was they'll choose people, and they help them rebuild a house that has been damaged by natural forces, or by fire, or by stuff like that,
Right.
and help them with that. And I call him and say, "Hey, listen, I get a hold with these people. This is their number. Give them a call. See what they can do." Well, he was selected to that, and they redo his entire house.
Oh, that's amazing. I've
So-
never even heard of them.
When I say redo their house, they completely bring it down and put a brand new house on top of it.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like they just paint
Come
some
in
walls and
yeah,
stuff like
do some
that.
patchwork.
Yeah, so that was really cool. I mean, that was one of the best stories I've had since I came in here. Then I have another one that is called Reconciliation Ministries.
So let's go back to the St. Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
So are they a local charity or a local organization, or are they
No, they're
nationwide?
national.
Okay.
They're nationwide. And to be honest with you, I haven't really followed up much with them, lately. So obviously, by the time I was there, I thought that they were. I mean, they sent a whole crew in there to rebuild the thing. I mean, insurance-wise, they would give, the value of the house,
Right.
was $30,000. There's nothing you can do with that money, So there you are, homeless again without the cash. So it was a really great situation. But the point that I wanted to make here is that that wouldn't be possible without people supporting charities.
Absolutely.
Because that money doesn't come from, from the ocean.
No, it does not come from the ocean.
It comes from business people or from people that go and donate their money and
Well, their
put it
money
in there.
and their time to raise money as well. And I think that's what, for so many people, sometimes it's easier to give your money than your time. But time can be so much more valuable.
It is. It is. And right now I can tell you, I'm in a situation in my life that time is so limited. Like, I wish I had more time to do so many things that I have in mind. I don't know you. I mean, you never do anything at all. So you're
I
always
don't do anything. No, I'm either working.
You don't even talk in your podcast.
I'm working, taking kids to dance, working.
Yeah, you don't even talk in your podcast.
I
Allison.
don't.
It's
I
good.
don't. Not at all. I'm just listening
You got,
to your great stories.
you got 3 kids. That takes a lot of time in there, huh?
Yes. Good time though. But yeah, so we are going to be interviewing some people today out here at the Timberlake Country Club, some of the women, and we can't wait for you to hear more about Chapin Women's Club.
All right, let's play some. Now sitting with Shannon Alonier. Alonier, did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, Shannon, tell us a little bit about your job, your labor. What do you do at the Chapin, at the golf tournament?
Well, at the golf tournament, I was a golden beer girl, which means, you're old and you're selling beer. So that's what I was doing. You have to put on this silly headband, though, with the flamingos on it.
I think you made everybody's day, Shannon. Every time you came by, you were smiling and happy, and we had some people looking for you.
I had a great time. I hope everybody else had as much fun as I did.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a great success. So tell us a little bit about the golf tournament and why the Chapin Women's Club puts it on.
It is our major fundraiser of the year, and we raise the funds in order to provide scholarships. And they are need-based scholarships for young ladies, seniors at Chapin High School and Spring Hill High School. These are young ladies who obviously may need a little bit of financial assistance. We also provide a mentor for them that follows them and keeps in touch with them, maybe takes them to lunch, not a requirement, but just kind of a friend to them in case they run into any difficulties or have questions. We do this for these girls as long as they keep reapplying, like their sophomore, junior, and senior year.
That's
as long
amazing.
As they maintain a good grade average and stay enrolled in school, then we will follow them until they graduate. My particular young lady that is graduating is an RN this spring from USC, and I actually taught her when I was teaching at Chapin Middle School, and she's just a fantastic young woman. I can't wait to see what she does.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So about how many scholarships did you say y'all give out each year?
Counting the returning girls and the new senior girls graduating, I would say between 12 and 15.
Well, that's pretty cool. And you mentioned that you teach her. So tell me a little bit about your background, and not on just a personal level, but how did you start to get involved on the Chapin Women's Club?
Well, I started out along, 100 years ago in insurance, actually. And then my children came along, and I quit for a little while they were little. Then I went back into insurance, and I guess I was doing a good job because they kept promoting me and wanted me to start traveling, and my husband was traveling all the time, and I said, oh, wait, somebody's got to raise these kids. And so I went back to school. I had an English degree from the College of William and Mary, and I went back and got my master's in reading from Xavier University. We were in Cincinnati at the time. And then I started teaching, and I taught for 20 years in Virginia, and it was in Virginia and here, and I taught at Chapin Middle for 13 years. Then my daughter had twins, and I decided it was time to retire. I was golden girl even then, so I said, well, time to retire. So I retired, and I kept the twins for a year, and then I stopped, and I said, well, I want to do something I want to be of some kind of service to the community, and I had some friends that were in the women's club, and they encouraged me to join, so I did, and I've loved it. I love doing Meals on Wheels. I'm one of the co-chairs of the scholarship committee now, which selects the young ladies that we decide to award with the scholarships, and I love it. I just love it. I love that we're helping the community, that I can be of service, and it's a purpose.
Absolutely. So about how many members do you have in the Chapin Women's Club?
Well, it fluctuates because we're old, but 35 to 40, I would say, right now, somewhere.
I think you golden ladies have more fun than we do.
We have a ball, I tell you. Because, I mean, retirement is the best job there is.
So
we also award grants every year. I've been talking about the scholarships, but that's only about 40% of the funds that we use from the fundraiser. About 60% go to grants, and community nonprofits can apply for a grant, and we usually support always We Care, Good Works, Meals on Wheels. Right now we're working a lot with the high school, Chapin High School, on the enrichment after school program, the EAS I think it's called, and we provide snacks for these students who are going for after school help, the ones who are at risk of failing. So this program we provide snacks for. We also have a butterfly garden at Crooked Creek that we maintain with mulch and flowers and weeding and that kind of thing.
So y'all are very busy.
Other grants.
Y'all stay very busy. How often do you meet and get together to do all of this? It's got to be at least weekly.
No. Well, we do Meals on Wheels weekly, but we sign up for that. So everybody doesn't get involved in that. I just particularly enjoy Meals on Wheels. A lot of the other ladies enjoy taking snacks over to the high school. I used to be afraid to see my old students, but, now they're all gone. But, we meet once a month. We have monthly meetings. The board meets once a month as well. And then we do our other activities.
I have a question. How do you decide what percentage of your funds go to certain charities and which ones? How do you make that division?
This is by a member vote. So the executive board will receive the grants. They'll review them, then they'll make their recommendation, and then it goes to the general membership for a vote.
Okay.
So Shannon, is the golf tournament the biggest fundraiser of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Now, what are some other ways that y'all raise funds?
This year we have had two other fundraisers. In November, we had something called In the Bag, and that's where we have, I believe we met at St. Francis, and there was a silent auction for designer purses, and we also played some kind of game. I wasn't able to go to that because I wasn't here, but
sounds like fun.
In the past, it was bingo, but then the state came in and said we couldn't gamble. So we were playing family trivia, I think, or something the next time.
Shannon, what are I wouldn't say requirements, but what are you looking for on a new member, and how somebody can apply to become a member of the Chapin Women's Club?
The only requirement we have is that you attend 3 meetings before you join, and that's just so.
And you have to be a woman, right?
Well, I don't know that that's actually written down. Carlos, we would love to have you. Put on a kilt and come on over.
It'll be just kind of weird that I present myself as a member of the Chapin Women's Club.
Don't tempt him.
But I will take that invitation and I'll think about it.
So you said three meetings, and then if a woman wants to join, is there a membership fee each year, or how does that work?
Yes, we do have an annual fee because a portion of that goes to the National Organization of Women's Clubs.
Okay.
So, but we do have an annual fee for administrative cost and also to pay for the national membership due.
Oh, so you're part of a national organization?
Yes, the national. Hold on just a minute, and I'm going to look up exactly what it says. It's GFC. Hold on a minute. I'm going to turn off my timer too. I'm in the middle of making quinoa. I know that you guys love that.
What are you making?
Quinoa.
Oh.
Wait,
healthy.
how do you say it?
You're going to be eating healthy today.
Well, let's hope so, because I came back with something I didn't want from St. Lucia. So. They said it was safe to drink the water, but guess what?
Not so much.
Not for me. It's the General Federation of women's clubs that we're a part of. So,
and they basically just set up your rules, your memberships. How does that work? I'm just curious.
we use them as a guide for our rules and bylaws. We have a published set of all of our committee and job descriptions. I'm looking through the handbook right now, the bylaws, and the rules and regulations.
And y'all have a website, correct? If someone wants
yes, we do,
more
and we're on
information.
Facebook as well.
Okay, what is the website, Shannon?
Hold on.
I knew she was
Put
gonna
you
get
on the spot there.
I don't have it memorized. It is.
Well, the Facebook.
Under the general one, www.chapinwomansclub, and it's women's, not women. It's womansclub.org.
Okay.
So it's www.chapinwomansclub.org.
Perfect.
All right.
And we're on Facebook as well.
Perfect. So anybody that is listening right now that wants to join, that wants to give back to the community.
We welcome everyone. It's a service club. It is a service club, but we have a lot of fun too.
I
We
can
saw
see
that.
I can see that.
We saw the service and the socialization.
And we really appreciate your sponsorship.
Yes,
And the
ma'am.
rum.
Awesome, and the rum too. The rum helps. Well, Shannon, thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time, for letting us into your house and share that knowledge about this wonderful club that does a lot for the community. I hope that you have many, many more years to go, and wish that you can keep growing and keep helping.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
thank you.
This is our 52nd year.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah,
That's
52
awesome.
years and growing.
That's right. Well,
All right.
we enjoyed it. Thank you for allowing us to be there, and hopefully we can help out again with another project.
Well, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it, and you're helping the community so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
And we have another guest.
Yes.
This is a lot of firsts on this episode. It's the first time that we record outdoor.
Yep.
And the first time we have two
Multiple guests.
Yeah. Now they're going to be talking about the same thing, which is
The Chapin Women's Club. So, Kay, thank you for talking with us today. Can you give us a little bit of we know about what the club's doing for the community and fundraising. Can you give us a little backstory on the Chapin Women's Club?
Wait a second. I just want to introduce that she's Kay Gerald. Kay is the president of the Women Champions Club, right?
That is correct.
Awesome. Kay,
Which is
welcome.
why she's the best for giving us the backstory and the purpose behind it.
All right, what you got, Kay?
The Chapin Women's Club is part of something called the General Federation of Women's Club. That's an international organization. So we have sister clubs all over the state, all over the country, and even all over the world. Our club was federated in 1971, so we've been serving the Chapin community for over 50 years, and I am proud to have been a part of this organization since 1999.
Wow, that's amazing.
What's your role as the captain, president / madam in charge of the women's club? Are you the one with the whip and have all the ladies walk in the straight line?
I hope they don't perceive me that way. We have a very strong executive board, and we have a first vice president who is in charge of membership. Her job is to recruit new members and to retain our current members. Our second vice president is in charge of ways and means, in charge of the fundraiser, the Swingin' Flamingo Fling that you attended last weekend. And we have several other fundraisers during the year as well. Then we have a third vice president who is in charge of all of our community service projects. Oh, now see, I got that backwards already. The first vice president is in charge of all the community service projects, and the third vice president is in charge of membership. Sorry about that.
That's okay. And Kay, so what's the main goal, the main purpose of the Chapin Women's Club?
Well, we serve many of the charities in the Chapin community, and I think we're pretty well known for providing scholarships for young ladies in our attendance district. Usually we fund scholarships for multiple girls up to $25,000 every year. And what's unique about our scholarship program is that a student can reapply year after year. So we have several girls that we've followed all the way through their college experience. And each young lady is also assigned a mentor. And this can be someone to help them as they furnish their dorm, or teach them how to dress for an interview, or balance a checkbook, just general life skills. So that's another thing that sets our scholarship program apart.
I love that. I've never heard of anyone doing that, and I feel like it is so needed. Just someone to support the girls outside of their family and help them, like you said, with life skills, and also give them more motivation to keep up the standards that y'all have set for those scholarships.
Yeah. So, and one of our young ladies actually, just is finishing graduate school, and she's pursuing social work. So she will be back in our community helping others that were in similar situations such as hers. So that's the reason we do these things, just trying to impact the individuals and our community.
Awesome. How can somebody donate, collaborate? Because we already touched the subject of joining and becoming a member. But for an outsider that is listening to this and say, okay, this is a great idea, because you just don't stick to one charity. You funnel those donations into several charities across town. So what would be the best way to donate or to just...
You could make a donation or contact us through our website, which is chapinwomansclub.org. And you can make a donation there. Or if you would like to talk to someone for more information or wish to make a directed donation, then you can give us a call.
Cool.
That sounds great.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, last question. Have you ever had some guy pretend to be a woman trying to join your club?
I don't know. Am I going to expect a phone call?
He might be the first.
He is my next door neighbor.
Thank you so much, Kay. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do for the community.
We appreciate all of your time and commitment, and looking forward to seeing what more y'all do in the future.
And hopefully one or two of those women out there listening to us will pick up the phone, pick up the information that you just gave us and join you. You know, I think it's a great work of labor.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Kay.
Bye-bye. Roll tape.
Roll tape. So that was cool, man. I really enjoyed the day. We had a great turnout. We met a bunch of people, and we learned a little bit about the Chapin Women's Club.
Yes, we did. We learned a good bit about what they do, how they help the community, and also how, if you're a woman in the Chapin area, you can get involved.
Will you be involved?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to try and get my mom to get out too. I think it's a great organization. I love the things they are doing, and it's also just a good way to give back to your community.
Yeah, I think that's very important.
Will you get involved?
Well, I'm going to have to identify myself as a woman.
I think you should start a Chapin Men's Club.
I think there is.
Is it really?
Yeah, there should be one. I'm pretty sure, with the church, they have the church men group. I know the Catholic Church of A Lady of the Lake.
Okay, we'll have to look into that.
They have a men's group. No, I think there's plenty, and that's one of the things that I really like about this community, that there's a lot of clubs where you can join and help.
Yes, it's not like just moving to an area where you're on your own. There's so many ways to get involved, to meet people. I love talking to everybody today. It was fun. So we sat here at this tent and got to mingle with small business owners, just other members of the community, got to meet some people, and then see some people we don't get to see all the time.
You actually talk a lot to other people. I was just sitting there watching.
Did talk a lot to other people.
She talks a lot more in person than on the podcast, right?
That's right. I got an opportunity to talk today.
Anyway, 30 Minutes Down South, thank you very much for subscribing, for listening. Hope you like the information that we provide to you, and if you want to know more, just keep listening and keep watching.
Absolutely. We love feedback, so drop us a comment, send us a message, let us know what you want to hear, what's valuable to you, and we'll try and get it out there.
And go women of Chapin.
Yes. Go women.
Bye.